Welcome back to our mental health series. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches so many lives. Depression. Just like anxiety, depression can really throw us off balance. According to the World Health Organization, depression is one of the leading causes of disability globally, affecting more than 264 million people. But there are ways to get back on track. So, let's talk about it. Before we discuss coping strategies, let's take a moment to understand what depression entails. Depression is more than just feeling sad. It's like a heavy fog that settles over everything. You might feel sad, empty, or just not like yourself. It's not just in your head either. Depression can mess with your body, your thoughts, and how you see the world around you. You might feel tired all the time, lose interest in things you used to love, or find it hard to concentrate. Physically, depression can also manifest as changes in appetite, sleep disturbances, and unexplained aches or pains. Depression affects how individuals think, feel, and behave. It can lead to feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, or guilt. Concentration and decision making might also become difficult, and activities once enjoyed may lose their appeal. Depression can also strain relationships and impact daily functioning, making it challenging to fulfill responsibilities at work or at home. One way to understand depression is to think about your brain like a garden. Sometimes negative thoughts and beliefs start to grow like weeds, choking out the good stuff. But the good thing is, just like you can weed a garden, you can also weed out those negative thoughts and plant new positive ones in their place. It's also important to understand that while anxiety and depression share some similarities, they also have distinct characteristics. Anxiety is like the jittery feeling you get when you're waiting for something scary to happen, while depression, it's more like feeling stuck in a grey cloud with no way out. One key difference is how individuals respond to stress. Anxiety tends to heighten the body's fight or flight response, leading to a sense of urgency or hyperarousal. In contrast, depression may dampen emotional responses, resulting in feeling of lethargy or emotional numbness. So, if you're not sure if someone's dealing with anxiety or depression, look at how they're feeling and acting. Anxiety might make them jittery and on the edge, while depression might make them seem tired and withdrawn. So now that we understand depression a bit better, let's talk about how to deal with it. And here are some powerful strategies. Number 1, rewiring your brain. You know how sometimes we are our own worst critics? We beat ourselves up over every little mistake, and those harsh words can really take a toll on our mental health. Well, rewiring your brain is like giving yourself a mental makeover. Imagine you have a friend who's always negative, constantly putting you down. It's draining, right? Now imagine that friend is actually you, your own inner voice. That's what we're dealing with here. So, when it comes to coping with depression, rewiring your brain is about changing that negative self-talk into something more positive. It's like turning that inner critic into your biggest cheerleader. Let me explain with an example. Imagine you're working on a project at work and you make a small mistake, a typo in an email, for instance. Now, instead of brushing it off as a simple error, you start berating yourself internally. I'm so stupid, you think. I can't believe I made such a dumb mistake. Everyone's going to think I'm incompetent. As the day goes on, you find yourself dwelling on that mistake, replaying it over and over in your mind. Every time you think about it, those self-critical thoughts creep back in, reinforcing the idea that you're not good enough. This negative self-talk can quickly spiral out of control, affecting not just your mood, but also your self-esteem and overall well-being. It's like having a constant companion whispering in your ear, pointing out every flaw and misstep. Now imagine if you could silence that inner critic and replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Instead of beating yourself up over a mistake, you can acknowledge it as a learning opportunity and reminding yourself that nobody's perfect. You might say to yourself, I made a mistake, but that doesn't define my worth as a person. I'm capable and competent, and I'll do better next time. Number 2, self-hypnosis and visualization. In my videos, I talk a lot about the power of subconscious mind. It's like the hidden control center of your brain, quietly calling the shots behind the scene. Now, imagine if you could tap into that power and reprogram it to work in your favor. That's where self-hypnosis and visualization come in. Let me explain better. Think about a time when you felt really confident and self-assured. Maybe you aced a presentation at work or nailed a difficult task. Now, imagine yourself feeling that same sense of confidence and accomplishment every day. That is the power of visualization. By regularly practicing these techniques, you can start to create new pathways in your brain and break free from the grip of depression. Number 3, mindfulness and gratitude. Picture this. You're sitting in your favorite spot, savoring the warmth of your morning coffee and watching the world go by. In that moment, you're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. You are fully present, immersed in the simple pleasures of life. That's mindfulness in action. It's about paying attention to the here and now and focusing on the things that bring you joy. Now let's talk about gratitude. Think about something or someone you're grateful for. Maybe it's a supportive friend, a delicious meal, your kids, or a beautiful sunset. By focusing on gratitude, even for the small things, you can start to shift your perspective and cultivate a more positive mindset. Number 4, positive lifestyle changes. All right, let's talk about taking care of yourself. Just like a garden needs water, sunlight, and a little bit of love to thrive, your body and mind need some basic care too. We're talking about getting enough sleep, eating nourishing food, and staying active. These simple lifestyle changes can have a big impact on your mood and overall well-being. Oh, and don't forget to surround yourself with positive influences, those friends and loved ones who lift you up and support you on your journey to healing. Number 5, find your tribe. Humans are social creatures by nature. We crave connection and we fear rejection. Back when we were living in tribes, rejection could kill us. Even today, we thrive when we're part of a community. So, when it comes to coping with depression, finding your tribe can be a real game changer. Your tribe is like your personal cheerleading squad. They're there to support you, lift you up, and remind you that you're not alone. Whether it's joining a club, volunteering, or simply reaching out to old friends, connecting with like-minded people can provide a sense of belonging and support that's essential for overcoming depression. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, and you're not alone in this journey. With a little patience, persistence, and self-compassion, you can break free from the grip of depression and start living your best life. Take care and remember to be kind to yourself along the way. That's it for this video. Join me next time for another enlightening video in our mental health series. See you next time. Until then, take care.